Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning. Let's see, what is today? It is May 9th. Let me lower my chair. May 9th, 2020, Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Actually, 7:03 a.m. And I am going to start the live show, and we're going to be talking about a variety of things, like a Facebook ad that I put up that I've already gotten some results from. And I'm going to do Q&A, and also we have a tub of books that I'm going to be going through, box of books, tub of books live, and seeing what you guys think things are worth. And I'll look them up live, and maybe we'll even look them up online here and show you the screen and see what happens with that as well. So I'm glad that you guys are here, and it's day 7. It's day 7 of going live, day 7 of the beard. Let's get going, guys. Flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live. We're gonna strive, we're here to learn and gonna earn. Flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live, we're flippin' live. All right. So today's Saturday. I've been getting up earlier because of the show. And do you notice the lighting is much better? I actually finally located my light that I have here for my little camera rig, and so now there's much more light. Although I still have this one over here. Where is it? Shining down, but not much I can do about that at the moment. But yeah, the light is much better, so I'm not so much in the dark, and it was before it was shining on one side of my face. Anyway, so that's all set up. Yeah, so it's Saturday, and I've been getting up earlier. I set my alarm for 6:30. Usually I wake up before then, though. This morning I actually slept exactly to 6:30, so I was surprised when I woke up and it was right on 6:30. It's funny how your body can work that way, how it can, if you tell it ahead of time. If you tell it ahead of time, in your head, if it's in your head to wake up at a certain time or around a certain time, for me anyway, I've always been able to wake up at that time. I would be surprised if I were to sleep until 7 or later, especially with the kids. I'm used to getting up pretty early. Anyway, so yeah, I was going to do box of books. Whoops. I was going to do box of books here. I have a tub of books. I'll show you. There's the tub. And these are actually books that I picked up for, that's one tub out of 4 tubs like that big, and then I have a smaller box full. So I don't know how many books actually fit in here. These are all pretty big though, big what do you call them, hard covers. I picked up the 4 tubs plus the smaller box for $20 a couple of months ago, just when the quarantine was starting. But anyway, before we jump into that, I have a video about some sales I made yesterday on eBay, and then also wanted to talk about some or a Facebook ad. I've been talking about it for a few days, and instead of just talking about it, I figured I should be the guinea pig and I should be the example. And so I created a video a couple days ago in my warehouse space, it ended up being about a 40-second, a little less than 40-second video about people donating books to me or to my business, and seeing if it's a quick little video. I throw up like a couple of other things in the video, but basically it's real straightforward, me just talking to the camera, and I wanted to see what kind of results that would be like. So I wanted to share that with you as well. What else happened yesterday? So I got some results on that yesterday, and I'll talk about that in a second. And I started filling in the shelves that I got with DVDs, which was really exciting. I know I keep talking about it, but it's going to be pretty awesome because it's going to clear up a lot of space for me. That was good, although I'm realizing I have a lot of DVDs, and I think I have even more DVDs than I have uh, then will fit in the 4 bookshelves that I bought, which is good because then I have overflow and I have some extra to put out when I start selling, and I can fill in those spaces. So that's a good thing too. Also, yesterday I contacted my bulk source, and they actually said that they still have Gaylords of just CDs. So I was surprised to find out that they still had it. I don't know if they've just been sitting on them, or if they got some sort of load in recently, because I know they had contacted me, like, I don't know how long it's been, close to a month. Yeah, probably a month ago, a little over a month ago, about buying more mixed media. And I, at that point, still had Gaylords left, wasn't ready. But I just wanted to find out if they actually had any. So they still do. Because at this point, I kind of have to be careful. If I buy a ton of one thing, then I kind of get inundated with that, which is fine for online sales. But for my local sale, because I'm selling, books, CDs, records, DVDs, video games. I mean, technically also audiobooks, but those are 6 categories. But those 5 main ones, if I focus on one, then it's hard. I'm not able to get, if I put all my money into, or most of my money into just buying a certain type of media, then I can't spread it around, and I end up not having much else to put out for a local sale, which is what I found what happens. Even though a month is a long time to have in between sales, you gotta kind of hustle to make sure that you have some new stuff to put out. So anyway, these are thoughts that are coming into my brain as I'm here talking to you guys. So let me share with you the sales I had yesterday on eBay. So here's the items that I've sold so far today. It is Friday. I actually had another sale after this, but this is what I recorded. May 8th, and it's about 2 p.m. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. This is an interesting smorgasbord here of different types of media. So you have your CD, jazz music CD here, which I'm not quite sure when I listed it, but it wasn't around this recent go around, so it's been up a little bit, there for a little bit. This one I've probably listed this year. Phil, the best of KFI's, Phil Hendry, 1998. I believe it's like comedy from a radio station, from talk radio. Or he might just be the DJ, I don't know. But anyway, that's sold. And then I have 2 here, which are those types of programs that I pull out at Gaylord's all the time, which are either educational or religious or self-help, whatever it may be. This one is Dr. David Jeremiah, Facing the Giant in Your Life. I don't know what that means. It might be religious. And this is Nightingale Conant, which you might be familiar with. The One Command. Imprint your DNA for lasting wealth and happiness. So there you go, another self-help one. And these are all CDs. So these are like audiobooks that I come across all the time. Oh, sorry guys. What am I doing? Ooh, sorry about that. So here's the items that I've sold for Mallorca. DNA for lasting wealth and happiness. So there you go, another self-help one. And these are all CDs. Actually, that one there, that One Command one, I sold to someone who's in the military, which was interesting. So these are like audiobooks that I come across all the time. And this one is interesting. Ancient Olive Trees in Mallorca. And it's also in, what is it called? Spanish or Catalan. So this one is new. And I actually have sold this one about 3 or 4 previous times, at least 3, maybe 4. And I found them. I pulled about 10 of them out of a Gaylord box. A Gaylord of books, a long time ago, probably like a year and a half ago or something like that. Definitely not last year, the year before, 2018. And I've had them up on eBay ever since, and I've sold a few. I have them listed for $99. I've sold at least 2 for that much. This one I took an offer on. So I'm just glad to move it because I haven't sold a copy of this since last year. I still have at least 6 in the warehouse. So that'll just keep selling probably a couple a year, 2 or 3 a year, which is awesome. Yeah, let me show you how much all this was. So the grand total was $162.75 for the 5 sales.
And the guy that I took the offer from, he said, "Thank you for accepting my offer!" Exclamation point. You're welcome, Matthew. And so let's start. This is the Facing the Giants one, and this one was $19.99. Sold it at that price. Didn't take an offer, and then got $77 for that Mallorca and Olive Trees book. He offered 72, I believe, and I came back with 77. I didn't want to nitpick too much. I just wanted to keep it moving because I still have quite a few to go anyway, and someone will probably end up buying it for the amount that it's at, or possibly closer to that anyway. So then $15 for, oh right, that was a CD, $15 for that. And here's the other, what is that? Right. So this is that other audiobook for $19.99, and the $20 one was the guy on the radio. So overall, great sales so far. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the sales that I had. Brian says, "Nice, pretty big money for items." Yeah, it was nice. The book, the hardcover book, the new one there that I've sold a few times before, was a very nice sale. I always get, not always. The last time I got a sale for that was last year at some point. But I'm always pleasantly surprised to sell that. I believe I have 6 more copies of that in the warehouse, either 5 or 6. Yeah, and I had a Gaylord probably in 2018 that I was going through, and I think I actually, yeah, I remember because it was a Gaylord in the when I was in the storage unit still before I had the warehouse, and you come across weird stuff, and sometimes you'll find multiple copies of something. So this is nice because it's kind of like, it's like a it's a excuse me, what people would call like replenishable, in the sense of I have multiple copies, so I can keep replenishing it, or I can keep selling it because I have so many copies. But the thing about it is it's a higher priced item, and it's of course I understand it's not a replenishable in the sense of like groceries, but I have multiple copies, so that's always nice because I can just stick the amount of copies that I have in the eBay listing, and then as that goes down, let people know how many copies are left, and how many have sold and that type of thing. So it's a unique item that when I first found it, I looked for it and I could hardly find any copies anywhere. I don't know if there's any more copies available on eBay, but when I listed it, there weren't. So it's still selling. So that was good. It's always a nice little bump in sales. Uh, and the other ones, that was just kind of an example though of kind of the variety of stuff that I like to sell. It's funny because I was thinking yesterday about those, they're audiobooks, but they're, self-help type stuff. Like one of them was kind of make your life richer, make more wealth, and the other one I think was more geared towards religion. Uh, and those types of things, like if you go to a thrift store, do they even put those things out? Uh, and maybe they do, I don't know, but I've never really noticed them. And so those kind of things a lot of times will get donated and will end up in a Gaylord if you're buying Gaylords or buying in bulk. But those are really good. You'd be surprised. You'll see a random. So if you see something like that at a thrift store, in the future, or state sale, whatever it may be, you want to look those up. Even though it looks sort of strange or something you've never seen before, it's usually good if it's odd. Odd in the sense of like, gee, I never even thought that would be a thing that would be out there in the world that people would listen to. Or if you just never seen it before, then I would recommend looking it up. Look it up on eBay, look it up on Amazon, and um, see if it's worth any money, if it's worth it to resell. Because a lot of times those types of audiobook programs, self-help, religious, how to make more money, that type of stuff, um, a lot of times they'll be pretty rare. There won't be very many copies on eBay, but eBay is a perfect place for that type of thing because I'll find them, and sometimes there'll be only 1 or 2 other copies, or sometimes there won't be any other copies of these. That happens all the time, where especially these religious ones where it's a random pastor for some random church or whatever, and they put this thing out years ago and there's no copies, and maybe one is sold in the last year or two. I mean, last, like on eBay, a couple have sold maybe. And so you put it up there, you price it how you want, take offers, and sometimes it'll sit for a while. Sometimes you'd be surprised, it'll sell relatively quickly. but pretty consistently I saw those types of programs, and those are always fun. When I come across them in a Gaylord, I'm like, oh, this could be worth some money, and sometimes it'll be worth a lot of money. I've sold stuff for over $50 many times. So you never know. That's why Gaylords can be really profitable, and why it's important to spend the time to look up these items and to get familiar with them. It's unlikely that I'll see some of these types of audiobooks again, but you get a sense of what the kind of look of them are, and the genre that they're in, and whether or not they're going to be worth looking up and making and trying to resell on eBay. Um, so yeah, those are always fun sales because they pop up pretty consistently. I still have a good amount of those listed and in my garage. Um, let's see. So I was different topic here. I've been talking about one of the first live streams that we had. I talked about um, how this opportunity that we're in, or this climate that we're in right now, with COVID-19, in terms of people being a lot of people not working, or being working from home, or being stuck at home, so to speak, coupled with most brick and mortar retail businesses being closed or having limited hours, um, has presented an opportunity. It's weird how something negative can be positive in other aspects, but how it's presented an opportunity to kind of get in the middle between people who have stuff to donate and the places they normally donate to that are not currently open, and are not accepting donations. People even talked a couple of days ago how some people, and I've seen this too, in front of people are dumping stuff in front of thrift stores that are closed, like in front of a Goodwill down the street or near where I live. I saw earlier, probably like last week, or early this week, I saw that, drove by, and there was like boxes of stuff out in front that people had clearly just left, um, donated, but because the gate, they had a big old iron gate that's closed, and it's right next door to this, to a place that's frequented by a lot of homeless people live around there, people passing through, and so they're going to clearly go through that stuff, and it looked like that's what had happened, that it wasn't neatly donated or piled up, and it looks like it had been gone through and everything. So anyway, side note, but there's an opportunity where for us to get in there and try to get some of these potential donations that would normally have just gone straight to thrift stores. Now, it doesn't mean that opportunity doesn't exist when things reopen, or didn't exist before. It definitely still does, and did, but this is even a better opportunity for that. So you can start looking for people, or looking for people's posts on Facebook Marketplace and other local apps, and maybe even Craigslist, where they're giving away books, which I've found multiple times. And you can also post for free on a lot of the sites and a lot of the apps, saying that you are offering, which I have not done yet. I'm going to test that out as well, which you're offering free book pickups, that you'll take their donations. So in that same vein, I talked about starting or putting up a Facebook ad. So I started that yesterday. Let me pull up the screen so I can show you. Where is it? So I started an ad. I'll show you in a second. I shot a video 2 days ago in my warehouse space with books behind me, so people can see that I have a book store, or at least I have a lot of books. And in the ad, it's just a quick video ad, about 35-40 seconds, where I'm just talking to the camera, asking people, you need a place to donate your books. We'll donate to 510 Books. I'm Andrew from 510 Books. We're a local bookseller. You don't have to be, you can say that too. Even if you sell only online, you can say you're a local bookseller. Uh, I say that I have a warehouse space, and located in the city, and that's it, right? And then I just say, we're looking for, or what did I say? We're glad to take your donations. We're gonna also donate a percentage of the profits to, and I say donorschoose.org. So that people feel good that not only will their books go to someone who's actually going to, be able to put them in other people's hands to read them, and it won't get thrown away or trashed, but also that a certain percentage of any money made will go to, um, a good organization that will help out. Which this one just happens to be one that helps out teachers with funding their local or their classroom projects. It's really that's a cool site. But anyway, I know as of right now, classrooms are closed down or schools are closed down. But anyway, the point is just that it helps to probably push people to donate. At least that's my theory. So anyway, so here's the ad I posted. Do you need to donate? Oh, I can't see it. Do you need to donate books? Donate your books, 510 books. Message us today instead of pick up or drop off. And so, as you can see, I already have 3 likes, which is always really funny to me how people like something but they won't respond to it. But it's good, right? It's positive. It's 3 likes. And what do you call it? So yesterday I started running this about, I think it was accepted yesterday afternoon around 5 p.m. ish. And then yesterday around after I came back home, I think it was like 7:30 or 7:45 or something. I got a so anyway, so this is the ad, and people click on it, and then it has send message. It wants to prompt people to connect in Messenger. So I got a message from somebody who was asking about it. And to make a long story short, I have an appointment. Well, it's not an appointment. I have a pickup on Monday at 11 a.m. for some books. And they said, I'm going to read you what they said. He says, oh. I said, were you thinking of leaving them on the porch? And then he says, okay, that's good, or will do. And he says, there are a lot of them, as in a lot of books, and some are heavy. Do you use a van or truck, I hope? So anyway, so he says there's over 100 books. When people say, typically they say there's a lot of books, you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt, because a lot of times they'll think that 50 books are a lot, or even 100 books, which is a good amount, but that's for like a banker's box. It might be 2.5 boxes full. It's not that much, depending on the size of the books too. He's saying that a lot of them are big, which could be good or could be bad, right? So it's a mystery. It could be a bunch of like old encyclopedias or dictionaries or old textbooks, or it could be newer textbooks. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. I spent $3 so far on the ad, $3.30, and that was my first response. So it was a good start out of the gate. If you've never run ads on Facebook, it's pretty simple. And if you have the money and the patience, and you're willing to test it out, it could be an option for you. And there's going to be no time like this there's been no time like this in modern history, but it's unlikely there's going to be another time like this where people literally have stuff to donate and can't donate it anywhere. Yeah, Pat says, hopefully not. Hopefully not 100 Harlequin romance novels. Yeah, hopefully not. Although I could put them in a lot on eBay, but still. And maybe there'd be a couple good ones in there. You never know. But yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not a bunch of romance novels. But as of right now, I'm just accepting all books, and we'll see how that goes. So the ad will run. I have the ad running until next Saturday, so it's going to be about 8 days. I wanted to run through a full weekend and then a full week to see, what times, what days I got more got more interest, what times of the day, that type of thing, and just kind of test it out. Brian asked, here, I'll put your question up here. Do you have the ads only show in certain Facebook groups, or does it show randomly to people? So it will show in people's feeds. I don't believe that it'll show up in groups, but I'm pretty sure that it'll just show up. Hi, baby. Presiona la puerta. it's meant to show up in people's news feed. So as they scroll through, as you scroll through a feed, you'll see a sponsored ad. It's supposed to be tailored towards your interests or what you might be into, based upon your Facebook usage or your interests that you've indicated. So that's how it's supposed to target. Because I picked interests as people that are into books, people that are into reading, people that are into literature, that type of stuff, um, versus just having no interest and just randomly, sending it out there. So it's more likely that it's going to show up in people's feeds as they're scrolling. So they'll see my ad, and if they click on the video, it'll play. Excuse me, it'll play, and then they'll be able to. It's okay. You'll be able to. Do you want to say hi? Okay. My wife does want to say hi. Okay. Uh, what do you call it? It'll show up in people's feeds, so as they're scrolling, and they can click on it, watch the video, and then there's a button for Messenger, and they can just message me right away. So people people will see it, and they'll either click on it or not. It'll so the ad will show me. I mean, the back end of it will show me how many people, how many impressions, how many people actually saw it, how many people actually interacted with it, either left a thumbs up or whatever, or messaged me, that type of thing. So it's the great thing about Facebook, is it's very, you can really hone in on your audience. You can niche down as much as you want based upon interest, based upon um, age group as well. I have from 18 to 65 and older, so basically all adults. I don't care if you're 20 or if you're 68. If you want to donate books, then I want you to donate books to me. So yeah, so it's only, I haven't even gone a full 24 hours with it. It's the kind of thing that one of the great things about it is it just runs automatically for you. You can either set it to just go indefinitely, or you can set it for a certain time period. You can set a daily budget, or actually no, you have to do daily budget. So you do a daily budget. I set it for $7 a day, which is pretty low, but I wanted to just test the waters. So over about 8 days, it'll be around $60 or so. They might go under or over the $7, but they'll be right around there. If there's like a good opportunity for them to target somebody that might be good for the ad, then they will do that, and they might go a little bit over. But they're pretty good about staying within the budget. They're not going to go like $20 a day or anything like that. It might go creep up to $8. It might be $6 one day. It'll average out. I've run several ads before, but it's not like you have to do $50 a day or $100 a day or anything like that. You could, and you would definitely be exposed, where I might be only exposed to like 1,000, 1,500 people a day, based upon my budget. Clearly if you're doing $50, $100 in a day, you could be exposed to 50,000 people. Your ad would be exposed to or shown to 50,000 people, whatever it would be. And so the more people you're shown to, the more opportunity that somebody would click on it. So I figure I'll put in the 60 some dollars, which is around how much I would pay for a Gaylord of books, without it being delivered, of course, the delivery fee, the delivery fees. But I would, just to see. So I have one appointment. We'll see how many books are in there. Could be great books, could be okay books, could be terrible books. I don't know. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get some more. I'll let you guys know going forward on the streams if I'm getting any more positive reactions to that, and if I'm getting any more appointments. And it's also a way to test out different types of ads. This one is about 35-40 seconds. Actually, when you go to drop a video into the ad, to create an ad in Facebook, it actually says, we recommend a video that's 15 seconds or less. And 15 seconds is so short, but I've never tried, something so, it'd have to be really fast. Do you want to donate your books? We'll donate your books to 510 Books. Just message us today, and we'll be happy to pick up your books, or happy to pick up your books from you, or you can drop them off at our local warehouse. So give us contact us today. Thank you for your support. I mean, it would be super quick. Also, you could pre-produce something that's a little more like, for some reason I was about to say jazzy. I don't know why I was about to say jazzy, but that's more fancy, I guess, right? That has maybe a little graphics, a little movement, instead of just standing there. But you know, it's testing basically. So to see what works best, what gets people's attention. I think they say 15 seconds because people's as they're. I mean, imagine as you scroll through, whether it's Instagram, you can also advertise on Instagram through Facebook, whether it's Instagram feed or your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed or any other social media feed as you're going through it, especially on your phone, because a lot of this will be seen on people's phones. um, how whatever the text you have and the video you have has to catch people's interest in that split second, and then as they click on the video, you've got to engage them right away, which is why I immediately say, let me see if I even play it in here.
Do you need a place to donate your books?
Yeah, that's what I say. The first thing I say is, do you need a place to donate your books? Um, mm. uh, so I immediately jump into it, right? Instead of saying, "Hey, I'm Andrew from 510 Books. We are a local bookseller." It's like, okay, great. What do I care? Get right to their pain point, right? Which is, in this scenario, it's I've got all these books in my house, uh, and they're starting to overtake my house, or I need that space, or I've got all these books in the storage unit, or I've got all these books in my office, whatever. I've been needing to donate. I would have donated a month ago. So their pain point, right, is all these books I need to get rid of. And so I immediately say, "Do you need to donate books?" And if they do, they're going to be like, "Yes. How can you help me solve that problem? How can you help me with that pain point?" And then I can't remember, what did I say? Oh, right.
Donate to 510 Books.
And then I just say, "Donate to 510 Books." And then I introduce myself. So try to hook them immediately, versus just, "Hey, this is who I am. Aren't I cool?" Immediately try to just dive right into who they are. Brian says, "Will you also test an ad without video?" Interesting. That would be interesting to compare results. So video tends to work better. I could test it. I mean, I could just have like an image that says, I can make a cool image, whatever that cool image would be, and just say, uh, you know, looking to donate your books, donate to 510 Books, contact us on Messenger or whatever. From what I understand, and I wouldn't say from my experience because I haven't tested non-video ads. I've only ever done video ads. I always run a Facebook ad with a video for my local monthly warehouse sales, because people get to see me, they get to see the location, and they get a sense of, oh, this is a thing that exists. This is a real person. This is a place I could go to and buy books. I could buy records. I could buy CDs. And so I think a video probably works in general better than text or just an image, because you actually get to interact with somebody and they get to see that you're a real live person. And a lot of people out there, definitely, I was one of them years ago, might not be comfortable shooting video of themselves, but it's not something you have to do. I mean, you can also just do text. You can just do an image. You could do a video with just your voice, just saying, "Hey, I'm so and," or saying, "Hey, you looking to donate books? I'd be happy to pick it up for you. Happy to help you get rid of those," or you don't say get rid of. Happy to help you take those books off your hands and get them into other people's. I don't know. I'm on the fly here, and have like some images going on or in the video. But I would advise using your face, um, and making it a short video. I probably have to make it even a shorter video. I tend to be, as you can tell, a little bit verbose and talk too much. So getting right to the point and just moving on, because unfortunately, people's attention spans in general, but on social media, are very short. So you only have a split second to even get their attention, or a couple seconds. And then if you don't get their attention in the video, if they actually do click on the video, if they're interested in donating books and they click on it, you've got to keep their attention for that time period so that they're, maybe I'll donate to this person. Maybe I'll contact them, right? and it's just like a numbers game. So you want to immediately dive in and hit that pain point. So anyway, we'll see how that goes going forward. I'm excited about the also the I'm excited to see what the books are on Monday, and then if there are some books there that will I can sell online or I can sell locally, but especially online, so I have a sense of what the items are going to go for. I am going to donate 20% to Donors Choose, and something that's good about that is that gives me an excuse to then contact the person, uh, recontact the person that donated to me, and let them know. Oh, I just wanted to let you know that because of the books that you donated, I was able to donate $15, $20, or whatever, or even better, say I was able to donate money that went towards helping this teacher uh, uh, complete this project for their classroom, right? So I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate it. They really appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. If you ever have any, need to donate again, please let me know. If you know anyone else that has books that they're looking to donate, it's much appreciated. Have a great day. Um, uh, so it's a good way to reconnect with them. A perfectly good excuse versus just, hey, you donated books to me. Do you have any more to donate, or do you know anybody that you wants to donate? You can do that too, but that might be a little annoying. but letting them know that their donation had a direct impact on a teacher, and most people clearly support teachers. Um, it'd be hard pressed to find somebody who said, forget the teachers and their projects they need to do with their classroom. Um, so it's probably going to be a high percentage that they will like to hear that a portion of, or that their book donation helped a teacher, supply their kids with supplies, or take them on a trip somewhere, or do some sort of project, or buy something for the classroom. So it's a good excuse to reconnect with somebody, and see, it might lead to nothing, right? They might just say, "Oh, that's great. That's good to hear. I'm glad." But it's goodwill, right? It's building a community. They'll hopefully remember you. Also, because I have a monthly sale, I could also say, "Oh, and by the way, we're putting on a monthly sale. So if you're ever, looking for books or any other media, uh, drop by or whatever," right? So it's good to build those relationships, because they might donate to you again. They might come to your sale, or if you don't have a local sale, it doesn't matter. But for me, they might come to my sale, then they might want to donate other stuff. Oh, you also take CDs? Oh, do you guys? That's the other thing, is the books. I'm starting with the books instead of saying we'll accept books and other media. I'm not confusing people. I'm just keeping it focused on the books, because people donate books all the time. They donate all kinds of media, but books especially, like the low hanging fruit, I guess. And of course the stuff that people might think have more money, or that might be more hesitant to donate, like CDs, DVDs, records. You might be able to get those as well, because you guys accept books? Do you guys also accept other media? Because I have all these records, or I have all these CDs, or I have all these DVDs, and I don't know what to do with them. And you could say, sure, we'll take them, right? And so that's the idea, is trying to open that up. You start the conversation with books, and then hopefully it leads to other things as well that you can take off their hands. And people have even said to me, "Oh, do you also take like such and such things that are not related to books?" And maybe you'll want to take them too. I don't know. Brian says, if you do pick up Monday, will you scan them? Excuse me. Hello, everybody that's just joined. I see we have a couple new viewers. Welcome. Feel free to participate in the chat. I'll take questions. We're about 20 more minutes to go with the program, so I'm glad to take some questions. If you have any questions, we're talking about Facebook ads on Facebook for book donations. Been talking about that for most of this time. I posted an ad on Facebook, and I got a response, and have an appointment on Monday to pick up some books for free. So Brian says, if you do a pickup Monday, will you scan them live on the show? That would be interesting. Sure. Yeah, I can. depends on what they are, but I can definitely do that. Or I can show you some of the stuff that I found. Brian said definitely support the teachers. It's added incentive for them to want to donate. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. It could be great. It could be okay. I mean, those free books that I picked up over a month ago from it was a like tutoring learning center that was closing. That free book pickup was amazing. I ended up potential profit of, I think it ended up being close to $600 on Amazon because there was some really valuable textbooks in there, school books. I have no idea, what this is going to be, but there's always the potential, especially when they say, oh, there's some big books in there. Like I said, it could be a set of old encyclopedias, of dictionaries, or it could be, what did Pat say? It could be some romance novels, Harlequin romance novels. You never know, or it could be some school books. So we'll see. Um, so let me pull up Scoutly. I don't know. Here it is. It's kind of hard to see. So another thing I wanted to do today was with the rest of the show, and like I said, you guys, if you have questions or comments, definitely let me know. I'll show you again. I have a tub of books over here, which you can kind of see. I don't know, there's probably 40, 50 books. Most of them are hardcover. And I wanted to go through them because I have not yet gone through them. These are books I bought in March. I bought about 4 tubs and another small box full for $20 from someone who was just looking to get rid of them before everything started to close down. I found them on either Facebook Marketplace or I think it was one of the local apps, either OfferUp or Let Go. And so I wanted to see if any of these we could do this live. Let me open up Amazon and we'll see. So here's the first one. You guys tell me if you guys think, whoopsie, I gotta put it in front. You guys tell me if you think this is worth any money, and whoa. Ugh. Hold on. Okay. This one, A Sense of History. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is probably not worth any money. Okay. Let's see. This is from 1985. What do you think, guys? If you saw this in a thrift store or somewhere, would you look it up? I would probably not look it up, and it does not have a barcode, so I can't scan it. A lot of these books are a little bit older. Yeah, probably not, right? Nope. 2.4 million rank. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, Pat's a book noob. Cool. I'm trying to figure out how to show the screen. You know what? I'm just gonna. No, that's not gonna work either. So maybe there you go. If I go closer, you see it there. So this is Scoutly. Oh, jeez. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out the best way. There we go. So for Pat's sake and for any other newbies, well, anybody, but this is it says reject, but this is Scoutly, a scanning app, and as you can see, the current rank. So right here, the rank there, 2.4 million, is the current rank. The average rank is 1.7 million. So the average rank is actually lower, but it doesn't matter because look at the FBA price. $9.99, the lowest, and then look at all of those merchant fulfilled offers. There's 131 of them. I would not mess with that. Okay, so that's the best writing from the pages of American Heritage. Here's another one. The American Reader. Of course, these don't have barcodes, so I can't quickly scan them. So this one I would say no. But let's look it up just for fun. Wait, does that not have? Uh-oh. No, I'm not going to bother with that one. Technology and War, Martin van Creveld. From 2000 BC to the present. None of these have barcodes, man. Killing me. I'm going to say that this one is probably not worth any money on Amazon at least. 002933151X. Nope. There's another one that is... Oh, come on, show up. Why does it do that? Wow. Anyway, so it has a 561,000 rank. The thing is that there's 5 FBA offers starting at $8.95. By the way, if you sold this book for $8.95 and you didn't pay anything for the book, you'd make 27 cents. So I don't think you want to do that. But here, you know, technology and war. It's about war and technology. You know, this is something that you could potentially put into an eBay lot if you had enough books. Something related to war or fighting. I mean, I could see that going into an eBay lot. This is definitely not going to be worth The Last Lion, and it is messed up. Look at the dust cover. Let's just look it up. 0316 545 545 031 031. Okay. So this one actually does sell pretty consistently on Amazon. There. See the sales count right under reject? 67. That means that I think that means it's either in the last 6 months or 12 months. I can't remember which one, but it means that there were that many sales. An average rank is 233, which is great for a book. And the current rank is 71,000 for on Amazon, which is really good too. If you sold this FBA at the price $12.96 and it was free cogs, it'd be $2.75. This is really in bad shape here, so I'm not going to send it into Amazon. The dust jacket is in bad shape. I could technically send it in. Oh. By the way, I just got another message about my Facebook ad for donating books, so that's a good thing. Anyway, so this is The Last Lion. Wow, someone keeps Winston Spencer Churchill, so it's about Churchill, so that's probably why it's popular. And again, right, that could be something that I could sell locally, but the dust jacket is in bad shape, so if I take the dust jacket off, I might be able to just sell it like that, right? So that's one that I'll probably put up for sale locally, but that's not worth any money on Amazon. Let me see. Oh, what? Okay, sorry guys. So this one's called Final Exit. The Practicalities of Self-Deliverance and Assisted Suicide for the Dying. Wow, that's intense. Nope. This is a reject. As you can see. Gosh, I don't know why you can't see it. Anyway, so this one's no good. But again, this is another type of item that, or type of category. So the practicalities of self-deliverance. I don't know what self-deliverance means, but it's assisted suicide. Now, how many books are you going to find on assisted suicide? Probably not that many. However, yeah, Pat says that's pretty niche. That is, right? Which is a good thing. Which, if you can find another like 5 books on assisted suicide and put them together in a lot on eBay, I bet you can make some money. Now, how many books are you going to find on that though? Well, if you have the patience and you have the space and you can be organized, you could put this aside along with some other ones in some niche categories, uh, and and you could hold on to those until you have enough of them, and then put them together and see. And you can also do some research on eBay and find out. Um, wow, they list different drugs, I guess, for self-assisted suicide. This is from 1991. So this is one though too that I would put up in my local sale. So far I have two that I'd put at my local sale. What do we got? Yeah, this is a novel. Peter Straub mystery. For now, yeah, that one I'm gonna put to the side. That's fiction. This one is definitely not gonna be worth any money. Time for Kids Almanac 2008, but I will just scan it just for funsies. And yeah, this has a 4.6 million rank. Ugh, anyway, don't bother with this one. And then we have Attorney for the Damned. This looks interesting. Clarence Darrow in the Courtroom. What do you think? Going to be worth anything on Amazon? I'll say no, but it looks promising. Nope. It's a 1.4 million rank, which is not bad for a book. However, the lowest FBA is $11.41, which means that I would potentially make $2.58 if it was free. The cogs were, zero. Let's see. It says there's a new copy, but it's not Amazon. But there's 41 merchant fulfilled copies, and it's sold 8 times. So this is one that I would put in my local sale. Yeah. So that's another one. So that's 3. Anita Luz, but gentlemen marry brunettes. This is definitely going to be one that's read in schools, I'll tell you that. It's a Penguin 20th Century classic, but there's no FBA offer for this one. There. So there's no FBA offer, but there's 15 merchant fulfilled offers, and the rank is 3.6. So let's dive into Keepa. And if you go into Keepa, okay. Let me go into I'm turning down the brightness. There we go. Let's see if that works better. Works a little better. There we go. So that's Keepa. In the last year, why is it not showing the... Okay, sorry guys. We're doing this live. This is what happens live. Things don't always work out. Okay, here we go. So in the last year, no, 3 months. In the last year, this is, see, it sells in November. You can see the green line, right? It sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the last year. So it's not something that I would sell on Amazon, but it's something that you could put together if you get a bunch of these classics, Penguin 20th Century Classics books. You could put that together as an eBay lot, or you can sell it locally, which is what I'm going to do. Best of Betty Neals. That's for sure not going to be worth anything. Of course, now my internet's not working on here. This House of Sky by Ivan Doig, I guess. Let's see. This one sells a lot of copies, so this is a popular one. So 158 sales. Wow, that means it's selling every day. But look at the price, right? $7.16 FBA, and you'd make 69 cents. So who's selling? Who's bothering with a book that they're going to make 69 cents off of? Well, these aren't even big. Well, one of them is a big seller. One of them is Jensen, but the other two are not big sellers. So I don't know what people are thinking, but I'm going to put that for the local sale. So far nothing for Amazon. The Iliad, the Iliad for Homer. Oops. So I don't know about this one. This is another one though that I could put up for sale at my local sale, and someone might buy it for school, or I don't know, their own personal use. 835102. Oh, it made a there you go. So if I were to sell it at the current price, I'd make negative 28 cents. So I'd lose money. Again, this is one that is not good for Amazon, but is good for my local sale. Orson Welles, The Road to Xanadu. What do you think, guys? But this is one that I would put up for my local sale for sure. If I saw it in a thrift store, I'd probably quickly scan it just to check it out. It turns out that it goes for right now FBA 12.20, and you'd make $2.37. However, look at all those merchant fulfilled offers. There's a lot, and that's a lot of FBA offers considering it's only had 19 sales, and the rank is 584,000, although the rolling rank is 816. So I would say no on this one, but I'll keep it for local sale for sure. Freedom from Fear, The American People in Depression and War, 1929 to 1945. Here's another one about war. Oh, and this one sells quite often. However, the prices are really low. So if you sell it for $10.89, you'll make $1.04. Although, look at all the sales, right? 76 sales. So it's selling pretty often, probably selling every few days. And the rank is super low, but look at all those merchant fulfilled offers. 817. There's 105 of them. Yeah. If you sold it merchant fulfilled, you make 75 cents at that price. So it's not one that I would recommend, but it's another one that I could keep. I could keep it for local sale. No. Bully for Brontosaurus, Reflections in Natural History. Let me scan this one. Nope. Look at how many merchant fulfilled offers. 117. Wow. Definitely no. I probably would not sell that locally. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Oh, Shakespeare, The Invention of the Human. This has potential. I've never seen this book before. So look at that one. It sells a lot of copies, 130 copies, or sorry, 130 sales. And there's 11 FBA offers at 11.47. That's definitely not a great book for sending it to Amazon because the price is already really low. And even though you could make $2 and change, I would not bother with that because the chances are that the price is going to go down, and you're going to end up making, if you're lucky, $1. A memoir, Leslie Caron, thank heaven. Let's see. This one's a no. So anyway, there's some more books in here. So this is that's for me personally. These books so far have provided some decent ones, some good titles for local sales. I sell the paperbacks for $2 and the hardcovers for $3. But in terms of Amazon, I haven't found any. I found maybe 4 that sell for $2 to $3. Most of them were under $3. So $8 if you send those in, and the ranks or the competition was pretty high. So I mean, competition in terms of there being a lot of merchant fulfilled offers, and there already being a good amount of FBA offers. Even if the book is selling really often, but the price is really low, or selling frequently, like this one is selling pretty often, but the price is so low that it's just not worth it. Even if you're getting the books for a quarter or free, uh, only if you maybe had like 100 books like that. So you could potentially make 300, 250 bucks or something. But just know that if you're going to send in books like that, that the price is already pretty low, and there's a lot of copies out there, and there's a good amount of FBA offers. If you send in, let's say, 100 of those in a shipment, or two shipments, 50 bucks or 50 books each, whatever it may be, let's say 100 books that are in the $2 to $3 range of profit, you're going to sell some right away for sure. But a lot of those are going to sit. And what's probably going to happen is you're going to get undercut on the price from people's repricers, and the price is going to go down. And there's a lot of offers already on there, and you might end up making a buck or 50 cents, or maybe even have to dispose of the book because there's too many copies on there, basically. Um, yeah, so I wouldn't, in the beginning when I first started reselling, if I saw $2 to $3 profit, I would a lot of times send it in, um, because it's profit, right? If I buy it for $1.50 and I make 250 off of it, you're making money. And I would only say yes to that nowadays if it's a super fast selling item, and uh, if it's something that's selling, like the rank is under 10,000 and it's an item that's selling multiple copies a day, that the chances are very good that my copy, even priced at the lowest price or competing with the lowest price, matching the lowest price, it's probably going to sell. So that's the only time that I would consider that. But if I'm spending like $2 on a book, clearly I'm not gonna do that. But if it's really cheap or free, or I bought a bunch of them together like this, and I'm spending 10 cents on each book, or something like that, uh, it, then I might consider sending it in. But I'd want more profit for sure in general, if I'm going to send in that type of book. Uh, well, what I'm saying is, if the profit is low, I want it to sell quickly. That's basically my point. Okay, guys. So I wasn't able to get through the whole bin, the whole tub. Maybe we'll dive into the rest of it tomorrow. This was the first time trying this out, so I'm gonna try to come up with a better way of going about it. Because a lot of them, maybe what I'll do is I'll pre-sort them before, put the barcodes together, and then the non-barcodes together, uh, and then anyway, I'll try to figure out a better way that's more interesting, more engaging, maybe a little more entertaining for you guys than me slowly going through them and typing in ISBNs. Pat said, or asked, what's your minimum for a slower mover? Oh, slower mover. I guess the question would be how slow. If you're talking like long tail versus, so there's, okay, so how I look at it is, I've got fast movers, which are books that will sell immediately, either immediately when they hit, or within, I would say within a few days or a week. To me, that's fast. The medium movers are ones that'll sell within a couple weeks to maybe a month or two. That's kind of a medium mover. And then a slow one for me would be months, would be like 3+ months. That's more of a long tail. I mean, long tails could be a year, of course. That's like the extreme long tail. But a slower mover, let's say over 3 months, I would probably want at least about. There's some things to consider, like, I was gonna say $10 profit. So, but I want to also know if that book, how much competition there is. So if it's a slow mover, that means that there's a steady demand, um, and there's hopefully not that many FBA copies. So I'd probably want to say that there's definitely no more than 5 copies, but I'd be more comfortable with like 1 to 3 or 0 to 3 copies. If you get 5, 6, 7 FBA copies, and and it's a slow mover, so it's got like a million rank and it's selling maybe 1 or 2 copies a month, and your copy might take, months to sell, you'd probably want at least a $10+ profit on that, because also depends on how many merchant fulfilled offers there are and how low those offers are. Right now, a lot of merchant fulfilled offers are higher because of, although that's probably going to change now. The difference is probably going to grow because of people being able to send in shipments now of books and other media. But I would consider how many offers there are, merchant fulfilled offers, how many FBA offers there are, and then decide, the profit. So I would say at least $10 probably for a slower mover that's going to take 3+ months to sell. That could take that long. Of course, you could sell it right away, but yeah, I would say at least about $10. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. Some people will say, no, it needs to be $20 for me, which is great. That means you're only going to send in books that are going to go for that kind of money. So yeah, Pat, I would say at least $10 or so would be good, if you're going to be sending it in, and potentially sitting on it for months. And you know what? Considering how low the monthly storage fees are, it's fine to do that. Just consider that if it's going to be there for a year or more, you're going to want to sell it probably within a year, is what I'll say, because you're going to get hit with the long-term storage fees starting at a year. Yeah, things to think about for sure. Okay, guys, so I appreciate you guys watching. I talked a lot about the Facebook ads that I'm running, or Facebook ad that I'm running for book donations, which I think is a great idea to do right now. And then we dove into some books, and tomorrow we'll go through the rest of the books that I have in the tub, and hopefully there'll be some new news for the Facebook app or Facebook ad. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching, guys.
Flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live, flippin' live. We're gonna strive, we're here to learn and gonna earn. Flippin' live, flippin'
All right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching, and this was day 7 of our live streaming show, Flippin' Live, where we talk about reselling, and just try to have some fun, right? We try to interact in the chat and try to answer your questions. You guys comment. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It's really helps me out, and hopefully we can get more people to show up. It's a lot more fun when there's more people and we interact in the chat, and I answer questions, and we talk about different things related to reselling, or just whatever's going on. So thanks for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. That's really appreciated. Tomorrow we'll have another one at 7 a.m. It'll be day 8. I started growing my beard on day 1, and so it's 7 days of growth, 7 days of reselling, Flippin' Live. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good day. It's Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday. Keep safe. Stay away from people. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.